So many people love Kim Kardashian's figure, especially her shapely behind. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I think she has such a shapely derriere and what you may be able to do to get a behind just like hers, if that's what you're looking for. My name is Dr. Anthony Youn, and I'm known as America's holistic plastic surgeon. I help health-conscious men and women look and feel their best by teaching them a holistic approach to health and beauty. And today we're going to talk all about Kim Kardashian's behind, what I think she's had done to it, and what you may be able to do to safely get a behind kind of like hers. So let's start off with talking about what we're going to go over today. I need to let you know that I am not Kim Kardashian's doctor. I am a board-certified plastic surgeon. I have performed some of the procedures that we're going to talk about today, but I did not operate on her, so this is all my opinion. A lot of people wonder if Kim Kardashian has buttock implants. Well, buttock implants are typically made of solid silicone, and they are real operations that are performed tens of thousands of times around the country. Does she have buttock implants giving her that shape? Well, the answer is no. She actually went on her Keeping Up with the Kardashians TV show many years ago and had an x-ray done of her buttocks showing that there is no implant there. Now, this is not a surgery that I recommend in general because buttock implants are put in an area of the body that is dirty, and you never want to get an implant like this infected. So it does have a fairly high rate of infection compared to other implants that are used in the body. And think about it, would you like to sit on two of these for the rest of your life? Not me. Some people have surmised that Kim Kardashian's buttock is filled with a filler like Sculptra. Well, Sculptra filler is used to enhance the buttocks, but these results are very, very subtle. So I don't think that Kim has had filler injected into her buttocks because the amount of filler that's needed to inject to give her the behind that she has is insane. So don't think that her buttocks are due to fillers. Well, what about silly string? Well, before you think that I'm being too silly here, there is such a thing as string implants. Now, if you've been alive long enough, you may know that back in the 80s and 90s, there were women with breasts that were incredibly, incredibly large. And some of them were in, let's say, adult film and things like that. A lot of them do not technically have breast implants, but they have string implants. Now, it's not technically silly string, but these are implants that are basically put into the breast. They are not approved in the United States, so they're typically done in other countries. And the scary thing about them is that these string implants, they actually absorb moisture and they get bigger and bigger and bigger with time. That's how some of these women got breasts that were so incredibly, incredibly large. And as you can imagine, that gets pretty dangerous because at some point the tissues are not going to support that, and those breasts, or if it's injected into the buttocks, those buttocks could literally explode. So I don't think that Kim Kardashian has silly string or string implants. Well, what about a Brazilian butt lift, otherwise known as BBL? Well, this is what I think Kim may have had done. Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, is basically taking fat from one part of the body, like the thighs or the tummy, purifying that fat, and then injecting it into the buttocks. And up until just a couple of years ago, we believed that this was a very, very safe operation, and it's still being conducted all across the country. I think that if Kim Kardashian has had anything done to make her buttocks bigger, this is the operation that I believe she may have had. But it is not something that I recommend for any of my patients anymore. And the reason why is that BBL surgery, according to recent studies, has the highest mortality rate in all of plastic surgery. One study revealed that 1 out of every 3,000 people who underwent BBL surgery died from it. So this is a surgery that is quite dangerous. And if you are going to consider this operation, you want to make sure you have it done by a doctor who does this very regularly and that they inject the fat into the subcutaneous layer. Okay, this is the fat right below the skin and not into the muscle layer. And there are studies that are showing that some doctors who dabble in this operation may not know what layer they're injecting in. So be very careful if you're thinking about BBL, if you know somebody that you love or you're friends with is thinking about a BBL, make sure they choose the right doctor because it can be a very dangerous surgery. Well, what can you do if you don't want a BBL and you do want to get a bigger behind? So if you're interested in a safe and non-invasive option to lift and enhance your buttocks as well as any other muscles of the body, then there is this new category of muscle enhancers, basically to cause your muscles to grow, that is completely safe. This is one of them called Sculpt by BTL. Sculpt really is the state-of-the-art, the gold standard for muscle enhancing treatments today. And this uses electrical energy to stimulate your muscles to contract 20,000 times over one 30-minute session. And after 4 sessions, studies show that it can increase the thickness or the size of your muscles by about 15%, reduce fat by about 19%, and if it's done on the abdomen, it can reduce a diastasis or the separation of the muscles by 11%. So for my patients now who want their buttocks enhanced, I'm not recommending a BBL because of the high rate of complications, basically death. This is a very, very safe way to do it. But I do caution you, as you can see in these results that we're showing you here, the results are fairly subtle. This isn't the same as getting a Kim Kardashian behind, but if you're interested in getting a bit of a subtle enhancement, then this is a great way to do it that is completely safe. Now there are 2 other devices out there as well that I can't vouch for, but are getting a lot of people talking about them that do something very similar. That is Cooltone by Allergan, and there's Trusculpt Flex by Cutera. So if you're thinking about getting a lifted and enhanced butt, if you like Kim Kardashian's and you don't want to undergo surgery, check out the Sculpt, the Cooltone, or the Trusculpt Flex. I hope this has been very helpful for you. Check out these other videos for more great information and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.